Here's the Super Bowl. Funny that the ascendant is right on Leo, and 49ers is named after gold miners, old gold miners. That's going to be the 49ers. They're going to be the sun, and the descendant is in Aquarius. The descendant is Kansas City. They're going to be up here. So it's always nice to have an elevated planet. If you're rooting for this team and it looks like this fifth house is the game, I would say there is a really good chance that Kansas City is going to dominate. I'd say high chance. Oh my God, another good one. 4 of Wands. And they're on a field and they are celebrating. That's pretty cool. The Super Bowl chart for today. Who's going to win? This is the 5:30 p.m. Central Time chart for New Orleans. This is when the game starts. Some of my clues include kings, queens, a princess shocked. I've got a crown interrupted. So then 1 for the proposal, -1 for the win. The problem is that for her this year, Jupiter also represents a partner. And there is a stop. There is something that's like, boom. Nope, there is a no here. Part of fortune, somebody that's going to be successful, it looks like. And it's that Uranus. So is it the bird? Is it the eagle that flies high and fast because of that Mars there? From this chart, it seems to me that the eagles should win. Welcome, everyone. It's astrologer Val Evans. I am with Natalie today. We are looking at the charts and we're going to look to see what is going on with the game tonight by looking at starting chart. We're going to look at a chart that is 3 hours into the game around the end. Usually, at least in my opinion, the home team is the rising sign. It just doesn't work out so much for this chart because Leo is typically the 49ers. They are the old gold miners, and Aquarius is usually Seahawks or things that fly high in the sky. So I switched the chart. We're going to see how that works out. Interesting that we have the benefic part of fortune in Leo. It's very good for the 49ers. First maybe hour or so at least, there should be some gains by the 49ers because of this chart. But there is so much, there's a flood here of energy with the Seahawks. Leo is strong. They're both getting Leo energy. Now, Jupiter, it's really interesting. Jupiter is usually the planet that is the helper for you in your solar return in your year. We like to see Jupiter way up high in the chart, somebody who can really help you. It's kind of a little detrimented this year with the retrograde, and it's also in the 12th. So it shows quite a bit of pain and injuries. We're seeing a lot of injuries on both sides, both teams. So that's kind of marring the chart a little bit. You can see that T-square, which is very concerning. Now, the other thing that I like to look at is I like to look at the 9th house, which is, this is what the press is talking about. And the press is in Pisces, which represents the sea. And so there's so much Pisces in that 9th house of media. So does it mean that the media is talking about the Seahawks because they won? So it looks very difficult to try to figure this out. So I'm going to get Natalie to help me out with it. Let me look at this chart. I'm going to look at the chart for 8 o'clock. And I just want to discuss this with you for a minute. This is 8 o'clock. Okay. If I have this right, the 49ers have changed from Leo, which are the kings, to Mercury and the South nodes in there. And it can show that there could be a little bit of sadness. There's some despair there. So is it possible that there could be a turnover, a fumble, something that happens where suddenly it would seem like the floor is, or the rug is being pulled from under the 49ers here. So that's my question, my first question to you, Natalie. Are we going to see the 49ers have some struggles later on in the game?
They look pretty balanced.
They look balanced.
Yeah, they look pretty balanced here. I'm going to use the cards you typically use.
Okay. So this is positive. This is positive. All right. Well, there is a trine to the moon. So they're getting some help here. Now, give us a clue about what the Seahawks look like at the end of the game.
Okay, so the end, we'll just say the outcome for the Seahawks here today.
Yeah, what's the outcome for the
Versus
Seahawks?
the Niners. I've been using this other deck all day, and I just now switched to this one. I might have to go back to it.
Okay. Use the correct deck for you.
I know. So when things don't want to pop out, it's like telling me, I told you to use that other deck, kind of, you know.
All right, so the outcome for the Seahawks.
So the outcome for the Seahawks, let's see here.
I really like how there's a part of fortune for 49ers.
I got the 9 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck. So that also looks good, but you know, I want to pull
I know, that's what I'm getting with the chart. It seems like they both look good. Now,
yeah.
Tell me, wow, what's that?
10 of Cups and the Strength.
Wait a minute, who got the 10 of Cups? Seahawks?
The Seahawks, yeah.
It makes sense. It really shows in the chart. There's a lot of strength for the Seahawks. Yeah. It's just power. It's just pure power. And so much Pisces, which is the sea. The only thing that is just a little bit confusing is how there's that part of fortune in that first, there it is right there. This is strength. This is 49ers showing their strength in the very beginning of the game. So I like that for them. It's just with an opposition with Mars right there, this can show pain. This can show that there's a little bit, maybe a muscular, because of Leo. When you've got an opposition with Leo, this is muscle problems, a tear in the muscle, that kind of thing. And then also with Capricorn, it can show joint pain as well. So it could be much, much stronger for the 49ers. What do you think?
I mean, that kind of goes along with their whole season. I don't think there's a more injured team right now in the NFL than 49ers. Yeah. And their tight end just tore his Achilles. They have some major defensive people that can't play because they have some major injuries. So
yeah.
They're working hard.
They're working so hard.
They're really trying. Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, this is an interesting chart.
They're working really hard. I've got the Lovers, so that's teamwork. That's but the Hangman's coming out at the bottom of the deck, and he just has no place to go. Kind of, they're kind of hung up.
Yeah. Shauna says this is an interesting chart because you could see part of fortune to the MC with that mini trine to Mars, but then the 2 mini trines of Seahawks. This is like playing hot potato, I know. And you know what you're seeing there, and it's so funny that you mentioned that because I also noticed that, but this is also describing what is going on during the game. It's like it's going to be this way, then it's that way, and it's back and forth. So that's what we're seeing here. It's a win here, it's a win there. So Natalie, Jen is asking Hanged Man overtime.
You know, that's funny that you say that because the word overtime came to me earlier for this game. So yes, I can see that. And then also what just popped out was the Tower, the 10 of Cups, and the 10 of Pentacles. These 3 came out. And then right at the bottom of the deck, so somebody's going to be heartbroken at the end of the game. Right at the end of the deck, someone has to go away heartbroken.
But wait a minute. So, yes. Should we be concerned that that's somebody in a boat on the sea?
There's the sea in the Tower too, though. So
yeah,
whoever causes the Tower could be. The Seahawks are so favored in this game.
Yeah, it's true.
Which is interesting, but I think that's pretty typical.
There's going to be an interception. And you say, Jen, for a touchdown. I think that's possible. Will there be an interception for a touchdown?
Ooh.
Come on, we need to know.
Okay.
Oh, Jennifer just said the Denver Buffalo game just went into overtime. God, wouldn't it be great if we could all get together and watch the game together? We'll meet over at Jennifer's house.
All right, interception. I'm going to take this because it's popping out. Somebody's pretty stressed, so it's possible.
Okay, it is a
I'm
yes,
gonna do another
right?
one. Yeah, that's a yes.
My God.
The Five of Wands is a competition.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's a struggle, but it's a competition. But I want to pull a second one just to see. Interception for a touchdown. An interception for a touchdown is likely, considering how back and forth these games have been.
And we're seeing twinning games too.
Possibly. So. At least one, maybe.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's the football. Football in the hand.
In the Fool.
I like to see Six of Pentacles for the interceptions because they drop the ball and it's the hand like releasing. But maybe the Ace of Pentacles shows that he's able to recover. So plus that Saturn Neptune.
There's been a lot of fumbles in this game from what I've seen anyways. I keep getting up and leaving the room, but the quarterbacks fumbled at least once that I saw. I think there's been at least 3 in this current game.
All right. Now I have a couple more charts here, but yeah, this is, I'm going to put you on mute for a second. This is the start of it. And normally if you're seeing a game with part of fortune there, this is the people these are the teammates, or is the team that should win because of part of fortune way up in the MC. This just shows successful people, a successful franchise. It's just these lines here, the opposition really throws them off. This is groups of people in pain. And so what is this? Is it going to snow? Or this makes me think that something's slippery. And so there are turnovers because of moisture, something slips. And so that could be what we're seeing here. But really good clue that the ninth house is in Pisces. That is something that has to do with the sea. So they're going to be talking a lot about it. Another point for the 49ers is the Grand Trine here. And that's right here. And it does show like a secret strategy. They think they know how they're going to get a hold of the ball. This is, I mean, it just looks really cold because of all of the ice. This is the ice in the sky. But with with Black Moon Lilith, this is a strategy, a sneaky strategy. The thing is that there's an interruption to this strategy. This is a weakness here. Like that. So let me go to another chart here. This is San Francisco's solar return. Now, I did not have the time for it, so I can't really tell you what time frame we're in, but wow, we are seeing a lot of Seahawks with all of that Pisces there. And it does show some nice aspects. Shows a nice grand trine with the moon and Mars. Solid warriors. Could be a little revenge in there too. Yet the problem, North Node is what they should gain this year. They should gain money. They should gain something from the past, maybe an old trophy or something like that. But what's not so great for them is the helper planet. It is really not helping them this year. It's kind of, and at 18 degrees too, it's just maybe somebody who steals the ball because of Gemini. So they're dealing with people who quote unquote steal. So that's a possibility there, that they're going to have, maybe a ball gets picked off or something. It's usually the case, but with this T-square, this is going to be difficult for them. This is going to be hard. Now, this is Sam Darnold's solar return. And if you remember, Natalie, in fact, I think you were the one who told me this. He is, he's hurting right now. In fact, it was just hours ago that they announced that he was going to play in this game. And so this is his solar return. I didn't have the time for it. So I really can't talk too much about the time frame we're in, but this is your body. And it looks like he's having a hard time. It looks like there's a T-square here. So not a pretty chart for him, but what helps him is Jupiter. These people are helping him. His teammates are doing a great job with bolstering his strength. So that could be something that really helps him out. You got Jupiter on your side, and it's in Aquarius. That is a teammate. That's so funny. I didn't even know the time for this, but it just happens to be in the 6th house of coworkers. And if this is right, it's a coworker who's very fast. It's a Seahawk who is very, very helpful. So lightning speed. So this is another point for Seattle Seahawks, that there's somebody in the mix who's really fast and who can change the ball, which could mean a turnover.
What's the sign for your stomach? Like, he has an oblique injury.
Yeah, I would say that's more of a Leo because of the muscle. So usually that's what happens, and so we just happen to be talking about that as we start the game, which is Leo there. So lots of Leo. And what is it when we have Mars, which is pain, opposing Leo muscle, pain in the muscle? I gotta say, it can really hold him back. But there's some really good plays that we're still going to be seeing, I think, because just it looks like there's some impressive playing here. And we don't always say that because sometimes there's some bad games, right?
Yeah. Yeah. And I think bad game is subjective, because we say, like, for me, if it's a low scoring game, I'm so bored in football. But in baseball, it's like a pitcher's duel and I'm happy about it. But in football, it's like, oh, this is so boring.
Jennifer says number 11. That is so crazy. 11, which is the Aquarius number. Number 11 is freakish fast for the Seahawks. So if the Seahawks are going to take the prize, it's going to be because of a very fast coworker or teammate. So yeah, the Libra again. And so Libra's good. Libra's balance. Libra is, contracts that are awaiting you after the fact. And let's see, BML. Yeah. And the Virgo health, good one, Shauna. So go 49ers. Art Alchemy's here. Welcome, Art Alchemy. And a missed field goal decides game. Will a missed field goal decide the game?
Oh no, the poor kicker. Let's see. All right. Well, a missed field goal. Maybe. Look at it. It looks just like some uprights.
Oh my God. Is he like crossing his fingers in the middle of the goalpost?
Yes. And he's like studying with his little playbook there.
I would say that's a yes, Jen.
And then the other card that came out with it was strength again.
Okay.
So if it's not a field goal, it might be 3-point difference in the game.
All right. Yes or no question. Is this going to be a high scoring game? Hey, JR, welcome.
Oops. The cards are sticky. That one wanted to fly out, but I'm going to see another one. Yeah, maybe. I think, yeah, it's possible.
Okay.
3 of cups, 9 of cups.
Wonder if that's like giving us like the clues for some of the scores.
The score, I was just thinking that, but 39 is awfully high. So maybe 30 or to something.
Not, okay. Or 9.
I know. 9 is so sad though. Could be 30-9, but it's just that's a sad performance.
Okay. Now this is going to be a serious discussion here, because this is 8:00 and local time for the Seahawks game. And we've got Algol at the top here. And the last game that we were commentating on, the wide receiver had a head injury. This is a head injury. So is there going to, because we're seeing so much mercury, these are twins. We do not want to see anyone concussed, but will there be, I mean, this looks like way, way up high in the sky for all to see. Is there another player that is going to have some kind of head injury? We're praying no. Can be the neck too.
Ew. I don't really like that card. It's possible. That's the death card.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, it's not always death, but it can mean they're saying, these are very dangerous types of degrees. It's a really strange thing. It's like, it's such a question of the universe. Like the last game where it was like the Steelers game was like, yeah, would you like to win? Texans, and also have a teammate have this head injury, or do you want to lose and there aren't that many injuries? Like it's obviously you would want to lose and not have injuries. The game is not worth a life. So thanks, Jim.
Yeah, I certainly see something. Both of these pictures are heads, right? So we have the Ace of Swords and then the Death card. But who's number 13 or number 14?
I don't know, but
13 and
can you
number
put
14.
that Ace of Wands up close?
Ace of Swords.
Look at that neck.
Yeah,
that's Algol right there. So there's going to be something that comes in with that neck, and it's possible it could be the 49ers here. Why? Because of Uranus in Taurus is a neck, and then the T-square to the 49ers. This is an oh God, this is an oh shit.
13.
And then maybe the Seahawks. Now these are also doctors. This is care. Somebody's helping. So this is a good thing. We like to see this. But at this point, though, gosh, the Seahawks, they look good at 8. At least this is the chart that I'm looking at. Let's see. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty solid, I think. Anything that you're thinking about with the outcome?
Earlier when I pulled cards, I did have a better card for the Seahawks.
Okay.
I got the star card for them.
Yeah.
But I got the 9 of cups for the Niners. But the 9 is a very solo card to me. And the star card is star of the show,
Okay. Hey, TJ. So. All right. Well, the game is starting. We wanted to make this a short game, but sure looks like there is a flood of strength for the Seahawks. It also looks as if there's a pretty big injury that is coming in. We hope not, but could be neck or head. And it also seems as if there's a really fast person who is helping Darnold and might give them some kind of win. We like Uranus. We like fast moving types of energy, which the Seahawks seem to have more of. What do you think?
I'd say so, yeah.
Okay.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So of all the quarters, which one is going to be the most exciting? I wonder what the cards will tell us.
Let's see. All the quarters. Let's see. Oh, Lord. Let's see. I'm going to turn 1, but I never do that.
Hey, Gibson.
The Magician is the first card in the deck, so
Ooh, could be the first one.
Maybe the first quarter is the highest scoring quarter.
We're seeing the magic. Now, let me see too. Yeah, I'll let you finish.
No, you're fine. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I was just going to go to the chart one more time because, gosh, this looks like precipitation. It looks like something. I think there's something that is slippery here. It's something, somebody slips or some kind of slipping. It's later on, I think, in the game. But anyway,
I just pulled the end of the game right here at the very, like, yeah, there's a lot of cups involved. So I've got the Knight of Cups. The World card is just all blue.
Okay.
It's all watery.
And what's this the answer for?
Well, you just said slippery, so that's what I was thinking.
Okay, the slippery one. Okay.
Yeah, but earlier your question was which quarter will be the most exciting, and I pulled the first quarter, but then the end of the game, maybe fourth quarter.
Okay, first and fourth. Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's what I was thinking, Jen. Ball slips out of somebody's hands. And how do I get that? Well, this is a lot of water, a lot of precipitation. Mercury is the hands. We might see someone with blue hands. Of course, do they have blue gloves? I guess they're
gloves.
Yeah, maybe the gloves are constantly, you're seeing them holding the football, and that's the blue there.
But their uniforms are blue too, the Seahawks, if they wear.
So you're just seeing so much blue. And I mean, they are so fast. It's almost like they're swimming or something. And we're going to see probably the commentators saying how fluid they are, which they did last time. So fluid, that defense or whatever they're talking about. And super, super fast. I mean, this is a wow factor here for what I'm seeing. And there's a lot of people now. The Capricorn, these are probably the African American athletes, some of them, and they're pretty fast this time. So sometimes in some games, the teammates aren't so fast. Tell us how fast the Seahawks are. Like, let's get a card on what describes how fast they are in this game.
Ooh, okay. The Eight of Wands just popped in my head, but
okay,
the wands are really fast moving. It's a fast moving.
I am too, Jen.
Let's see. Right? We don't like these cards today, do we?
Something to give us a descriptor of how fast the Seahawks are. It's like water. Are we seeing somebody named Waters? I mean, think about all the Pisces. Waters, Bay. We might even see that for advertisements too.
So I got the Hanged Man first, and the red stood out because the 49ers. So it's almost like they're stuck a little, or stunned is the word that keeps coming to my mind. Like they're kind of like, we can't do anything. What can we do with this?
It looks like the goalposts.
Yeah, like what can we do with this speed that's happening all around us? And then I got the Knight of Cups and the Six of Wands. And wands, they're the fastest moving in the deck.
Now, remember, and the game just started, so we're probably seeing this. Maybe we're seeing this already. I don't know, but I'm not looking at it. But masks. We're going to see some people with masks, maybe because it's so cold. So those face masks, maybe we're going to see a lot of face masks because that's Pisces. They all look like doctors or, I don't know, people who are disguised. So, all right. So do you want to add anything, Natalie?
I don't think so. It's either going to be a really close game or the score 30-9 is going to happen.
I know. Well, I'm so excited, and I'll be texting you during the game. And guys, have a great game, and we'll hopefully see you tomorrow. Thanks, everybody.
Okay, bye.
Yeah, it's in Seattle, Jen.